So now that you have your armature done, your support structure done, and it is covered with your paper and paste, and you've paper mache'd it, you are going to start to add color. Before you start adding color, please make sure you put something on your table. I have paper on my table. You can use an old plastic tablecloth you don't care about. Garbage bags work as well. Newspaper as well. Anything to protect the surface you're working on. There are a couple different ways you can add color. You can use paint if you have paint at home. House paint works as well. Before you use any paint, please ask permission from your adult in your home. If you don't have paint, you still have options. In this bowl, I mixed half glue and water to make a form of adhesive that will allow me to add color to my sculpture. So any type of paper that is thin will work. So right here I have some Post-it notes. You could use that. Magazines work really well. I have old seed packets that I kept that I could use for my color as well. Even newspaper sometimes has color in it, and you can tear that out, and if you want a space green, use that for that. I also have fabric that is thinner and I can use with this glue. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of show you how to do this. Just like when you're paper macheing, you want it to be in smaller pieces so that it lays down nicely. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in my glue, and then I'm just going to cover the whole surface. So if you wanted your sculpture to be white, you would just use white paper then when you're paper macheing, and you would be good to go. So Post-it notes work really well if you have those on hand. If you have construction paper and things like that, that works as well. Okay, so I would just keep going until I covered the entire surface. You'll notice that as I'm going along, I'm smoothing it out so that there are no areas sticking up. Also, when I'm putting the paste on the glue, I'm getting the excess off over the bowl using my fingers. Nothing is dripping off, so I'm not making that big of a mess on my table. Because even though I'm protecting it, we want to make sure that we're not making pools of glue. So that's using paper, and any of the papers that I showed you would work. You can also use fabric the same way. So I'm going to get the fabric covered in the glue. It takes a little bit longer for the fabric to absorb the glue, so just be patient. I'm going to take the excess off, and then I'm going to start to add it going along the bottom, okay, of my sculpture. Now, if I was going to be completing this sculpture, I would have finished the yellow first and then added the fabric on there, but I just wanted to give you an idea of how to do that. So if you have paint, go ahead and use that. Otherwise, any thin piece of paper will work. Wrapping paper, tissue paper, use what you have on hand, okay? Fabric works as well. Have fun, be creative, find things around your house that you can use. I look forward to seeing your final artwork.